The biggest reason why people become bankrupt is because they get carried away on taking too much money of expenses and loans, falling behind those payments. The Bible states how we should not owe anybody anything. We should always pay off our debt and be good. Not to sue your brother and sister, go to court where we can deal with lawsuits, but instead we should deal with things in a civil way, civilized agreement, and talk within the church. There is biblical proof that we should be investing. In the Bible, it says that the master gave 3 people different talents. God gave a person 3 talents, another person 2 talents, and another person 1 talent. The person with 3 talents comes back and gets 6 talents. God says, thank you for being faithful. Second person, he comes back with 4 talents. God says, thank you for being faithful. He gave the last person 1 talent. And he came back, was worried that he didn't have enough to do with the talent, so he did nothing. He hid the talent and buried it in the ground. And then God came back to him and said how ashamed how he was of him for wasting his talent and not using the best of what he gave him to trust in the Lord and having faith in him. That gets to say that we all need to be trading, and not only trading our time for money, but trading our time, our resources, our talents, helping each other become closer to the Lord. The way you create wealth is avoiding debt and not borrowing and using cash. Cash is king. You see institutions like GameStop, they have cash capital of $6 billion on hand. We must overcome in discomfort. We might have all the riches, we might have everything, and then the next day we're making pizzas and then DoorDashing because we did one wrong decision with our finances. And this happens. The person that ever was wealthy, they messed up their finances one time. We get fired, we get laid off, we have bad economic crisis. Things might not be set up for us. We have come up in poverty. And there's information for you that's waiting for you to go to. I know so many people that work hard and they don't make what they work for. But that's the kind of economy that we live in America, where cooking fast food and giving you the best service for making your burger and fries and giving you the drink on side. This is a healthy economy though, because you have the freedom, equilibrium to do whatever you want to, start up a business, and there's no standards, no restrictions on what you can and can't do. Just because your income is how it is right now does not mean it will be like that in the next year or the next 10 years. It all depends on how you put your time and your effort and your prayer and who you are and what's instilled in your subconsciousness. So that's why I say that it's good to take a break from the cellular device and focus on something for 30 hours a day. You become a master. It's important that we open up books. One book I first read when I was 18. And this book is called Think and Grow Rich. I was making money for about $10, $9 an hour, putting it aside, and it was all I had. But it still feel like I can barely get by just paying my car. If I know this is hard right now, I know it's gonna be harder in the next 10 years. I'm making this and I'm living like how I'm living. So I opened up this book. It gives me a whole perception of how my life is going now. So sometimes we need to surround ourselves with people in the church that are living and walking that path. Your relationships are what define you. Discipline to know all these things that drive human behavior. So once I noticed that, then I dropped the book from Think and Grow Rich. I went into Rich Dad Poor Dad, knowing that what assets are and liabilities. I know that my liabilities were already going to be liabilities, so I could save it and invest. So once you keep your liabilities low, you never want to keep your liabilities high. That's why people become bankrupt. My boy, if you don't have it right now, stop going to the clubs. Get you about 20 jobs. You shouldn't be looking for love if you're not looking for a job. First off, if you're looking for love, apply to McDonald's. You might find them at McDonald's. So you can practice balancing assets and liabilities. I know credit is one part of financial literacy. You could use credit to start your wealth, but it's a risk that sometimes it's not worth. So it's good to always take cash. Cash is always going to be less risky than you using credit, because we've been through that. It actually gives us ways to step into new boundaries and walk, because God calls us whenever we're down bad and we're at our lowest point of our lives. Then God can come to us and help us walk towards that step, that path. If you're coming down your favorite part in those books, if you already read them, make sure you share this video, comment. Don't be that stupid investor. that always loves to jump in, get excited because they have a certain feeling and they take on way more loss and still not have documented, learn what they're doing. The journey of a trader or a person that invests is them obtain the feeling of losing and being down at the lowest point. Person that is disciplined and balanced, and then there's a way they start noticing, okay, I can't do this. This doesn't work anymore. I can't be risking my whole account every trade I do.